macOS Monterey integrated with the M1 chip. That's what you should be excited about as a Windows and PC user. And I will tell you why. Take number who knows what. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're brand new here, my name is Mike Tamayo, and this is Tamayo Creative. Here on this channel, we go over every facet of creativity, whether that's digital art, physical art, podcasting, I mean, you name it. And we also touch base on the technology that helps us in that passion. What I'm going to be going over today, and you may have seen this in your YouTube feed or on the news, Apple had its WWDC21 event yesterday. And they made quite a few announcements, all of them pertaining to software, because this is their software and developer conference, not a hardware conference, albeit I really wish that maybe they teased us on a brand new MacBook Pro redesign, but I digress. But I would like to go over a couple things as to why you should be excited about what they announced. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Well, I'm a Windows user. I also use Android. You know, I also use a PC. I mainly use a PC as I sit here and use my Mac. But for these videos, for my heavy workload, I stick to Windows, I stick to PC. I like everything about it. It's a better performing machine, more open software. It helps me with everything that I need to do. But there are still some things that I'm excited about because of this event. Let's touch base on the computer first. Apple revealed upgrades to many of its operating systems, most notably iOS 15. Apple also introduced macOS Monterey, which was known as macOS 12, along with watchOS 8 and iPadOS 15. I'm gonna be honest, the watch one, I didn't really pay attention to. Apple Watches are very simple machines in my opinion. Yes, they help you out with a lot of different things, but that's not necessarily why people in our shoes would be excited. iOS 15 has some upgrades that honestly have been in Android for years, so I'm not really gonna talk about that all as much. But macOS Monterey integrated with the M1 chip. That's what you should be excited about as a Windows and PC user. And I will tell you why. Competition. Apple has created hardware and software that integrates so well together that these other companies like Intel, AMD, third-party companies, which don't really matter because no other CPUs make a difference, are going to be forced to come up with something that is just as good, if not better, if they don't completely want to be undone. Apple somehow, which blows my mind because I've always known that you need fans or water cooling to keep a nice machine nice and cool. Apple has somehow brought the power to the table. They have also brought the efficiency to the table, and nobody else has done that. What we should be excited about is that competition breeds ingenuity. It breeds excellence. And who wins at the end of the day when all these incredibly powerful companies start competing? You and me, the consumer. We use these on a day-to-day basis to create, whether that's me creating YouTube videos, my buddies making podcasts, somebody creating a digital artwork, a graphic designer, somebody who needs heavy intensive program for 3D rendering. Companies are only going to take steps forward because of what they're doing right now. And every announcement yesterday showed that too. Now, if you use an Android, I'll be honest, not really a ton to be excited about either. But there's one main feature that they have announced in iOS 15 that is going to be really exciting for those green bubble people. Apple has always only ever done FaceTime from iPhone to iPhone or Apple product to Apple product, to be completely fair. If you wanted to FaceTime somebody with an Android, often people would have to download third-party apps like Google Duo and go through that app in order to talk to somebody via webcam from your phone. However, they have now announced that you can send out a FaceTime link for anybody to join, whether you're on iOS or Android. Very similar to a Zoom link, you literally just click it and all of your Android friends can join the FaceTime through the web, which is super sick. All right, that's my spiel for everybody who uses Windows and Android. If you have no interest in anything else that Apple provided at this meet, that's totally fine. You can go ahead and end the video right here. But for my fellow Apple nerds as well, or just tech heads in general, let me talk about a couple other things that have me really hyped. macOS Monterey. Now, this is really similar to Big Sur. They added a couple small things, but there's one major thing that had me absolutely drop my jaw in the middle of the presentation. What they showed the other day blew my mind. They put an iPad right next to a MacBook, and then they put those two things right next to an iMac. There was no physical connection. There wasn't any sort of third-party app that they had to download. They just put them next to each other. What they did after that was they took the cursor on the MacBook Pro and they went between all three machines. Now, I know there are some companies out there like Logitech who have been working on something like this, right? To be able to go from platform to platform simply with a mouse. I believe it's actually a software that's under the MX Master 3. But to be able to do this without any other connection other than Bluetooth is awesome. They even totally had a crazy flex where they pulled something that they were creating in an iPad and drag it from the iPad to the MacBook all the way to the iMac without any other cable connections, simply Bluetooth. I don't understand why it's taken them so long to do this, but the fact that they have done this is incredible. We know that Apple usually takes a lot longer to finesse something, right? Like there's so many people who argue, oh, Windows had that first or Android had that first. Well, you're probably right. All those companies definitely did have that. But Apple usually fine-tunes things. They polish things a little bit more to where when it is released, there's nothing wrong with it. All these things are currently on developer beta, but the cool thing is people like you and me can start downloading the public beta in like a month, which is really cool to try out because you have all these features that all your friends don't have. Hey guys, that's it for today. I just really wanted to touch on these awesome features that they announced. And once again, if you decided to stay at the end of the video and you're not an Apple user at all, you have a lot to be excited about as well. Remember that competition breeds ingenuity, and us as the consumers at the end of the day, with whatever product that we use, whether it's Windows, Android, Apple, whatever, we win when companies take big steps forward like this. Either way, I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I can't wait to see you guys again soon. See ya.